Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing good news with you guys. And it's nice to have good news to share sometimes. It's nice to have good news to share. In spite of all the stuff going on around the world, we have Corona on one side, we have the EndSARS, we have this and we have that going on. Once in a while, it's good to still have good news to share. So there's this little girl. For those that do not know, she's called Emmanuella, and people got to know her through this by this production. They call, what did you call it now? Angel comedy. So this girl, like play, just like yesterday, she was just this little cute girl, saying funny things. A lot of people would have known her from the one I think went really viral. There was a video, the one they call This Is Not My Real Face. I think that was the most viral one. So, but people got to know her and people like her. Like, she's such a young girl and she was funny in her own way and everything. She just bought her mother a house. This girl, I don't even know her age, but she's a young girl. But honestly, she's actually growing, because when I saw this picture of her, I was like, wow, just like yesterday, look at how big this girl has grown. And sometimes this reminds us that time is flying. To imagine that it's small Emmanuella of yesterday has become mini Sisi. Look at the size of her, like, to see how well she's grown, and, she's growing and she's a beautiful young girl. So, but just to think of that, these small funny videos we're seeing here and there, how it has grown. Do you know that this girl has traveled a lot since then because of this comedy she's doing? But now, so she just bought her family a house. I'm just going to show you guys some of the clips. It's not anyhow house, it's like a clean house. Like, look at that. Look at the house. Look at the picture of the house. It's beautiful to see. She looks so humble. That is something else I actually want to say. When I see a young girl like this, thank God she's still, you can still see the innocence in her. There's a part of me that is praying that the innocence remain. Because nowadays, when you look at social media, the way people present what they call beauty has completely changed. The house looks on point. And you know why? That's her. I think that's her mother and the brother. And maybe that's the master bedroom, looks like it. And that looks like the sitting room. And I think these are her parents. And that is the front of the house. You know why I like to share things like this? Like I said, it's nice to share something positive in spite of all the, the stuff going on in the world. It's nice to share positive news. But at the same time, there's another area I want to address. I want to address, firstly, the area of people realizing that we all love education. I tell my kids, I don't care what you want to do with your life later, but first thing first, after university, whatever you want to do, that's your choice. But I really like the idea of children gaining an education, being educated. That said, there's this area of we should realize that there are some talents our children may have that they don't necessarily need a college to be successful in life. But what I like about the area of going to college is to be literate. It is important to be literate, to be exposed in that way. I was saying to my children once, I said, there's something about educated people. There's a way they carry themselves. I don't even know how to phrase it. And I said, if you ever see two people fighting on the street, the chances of them being two well-educated people is very slim. I don't know, but there is something about it. Most of the time, people that are very literate, educated, exposed, you rarely see them fighting and conducting themselves in a particular way on the streets. So there is something education, university education, I don't know how to phrase it, but there's something it does to people. There's something it does to people's mentality. So it's good to acquire an education. But at the same time, it's also good to be conscious of talents, skills your children may have that can take them places in life. That can be, that's basically their calling. Do you know what I mean? That can be actually what they were born to be. This girl started like this jokes or videos that were just fun or whatever. I don't think that when she started, her parents would have thought one day she's going to be building us a house. I don't know if you get my point. Nobody would have thought about that. And thank God they supported it and they allowed her to go ahead with it. Because if they didn't, maybe you know, maybe she wouldn't be where she is right now. I say maybe because nobody knows. This brings me also, there is a video. I wanted to make a video about it, but never got the chance. But maybe one of these days I'll make a video about it. There was this guy that the son was doing so badly in college, badly in school, and Mr. Best or something like that. People were saying the boy did not do very well, and the father was beating him up for not doing really well. And I remember having an argument with friends, and I was like, sometimes you have to ask yourself, okay, if my son is not doing well in this other subjects, where is he doing well? And they're trying to focus on that side. Let me tell you, there are some children that do badly in school, not because they are not trying. There are some people that their brains will not take it. Let's be honest. There are some people that no matter how much money you invest in them, this man was, Mr. Best was a very rich man. You know, there are some children that, honestly, there are some children that are lazy. They don't even make the effort. But there are people that no matter what you do, the book no go enter. You understand? But even in that situation, sometimes people have to find, where does my child excel? And then direct it. Because that boy in that video, he did well in music, in school. So maybe that is where his natural talent is. The fathers, there are times, even as parents, it's going to be a separate video. Honestly, I want to address this area, and I'm going to talk about how I applied it to my own children. Sometimes you have to realize that your dreams for your child may end up not being what they would be, because they are not mentally capable for that dream you have for them. No matter how hard you try, if they don't have it in them, nothing would work. There are a lot of rich people in Nigeria that their children have the best education, but their parents actually paid their way through for their children to be passing. So people pay for their children to pass exams. And they, they did this, but at the end of the day, they just came out of college or whatever they went to, just because their father paid their way through it. It happens. But sometimes people miss the opportunity to spot where their child will excel and focus on that area where their child can excel. You get my point? So it's still good to try to get them to go into college, but try to find the area where they really belong. That's one area I want to address. And then another area that I want to address is, it's nice to see things like this. I'm going to still come from the girl child aspect of things. And I believe things are changing. There were times where people thought that the girl child is just, it's just a girl to be, you know, people never invested too much. There was a time, things are changing, when people didn't invest so much in the girl child. You know, people felt like only the sons are more important. You know what I mean? It's good to look now and see what a girl child can achieve. And it's good to promote it. Another parent can be looking at this girl now and be inspired. Oh, so a girl can do this. Okay, my daughters are actually, you know, my daughter can be this. Because sometimes examples, good examples, inspire other people. This girl is a good example of why the girl child is also important. The girl child can also excel. The girl child can also do her family proud. That is very important. So I just felt like those were the areas I wanted to touch on. I feel like this is a beautiful story. Like I said already at the beginning of the video, it's a beautiful story and it's nice to share it. And I hope in her story can inspire other people of what, you know, the girl child can be somebody too. Girl child can also make her family proud. And the girl child can do something with her life. And on the other hand, is the idea of realizing that not everybody is going to be doctors and nurses and lawyers and all those whatever. There are some children that just have their own talents. There are other ways that your child can excel in life. And I just wanted to share this story. Like I said, I feel like it's a beautiful story and I wanted to share with you guys. And I really hope her story inspires somebody today. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.